Hello, Vortex. So it apparently snowed this morning and I had no idea. Probably because I was asleep. And it's not loud when it snows. Snow comes down quietly. I wish that it made that kind of noise though, that would be cool. Can you imagine a world where snow sounded like rain? I can imagine a world like that. Mainly because I don't agree with this idea that, like, we have an understanding of, like, what's going on. I mean, as much as I like to pride myself in, like, things that I think I know, I really don't know shit. And I think that that's probably why I know more than most. Because I'm willing to admit that I don't have all the answers. I do know, though, that admitting defeat and embracing the fact that I'm a weak person that requires salvation, I know where my strength comes from. And that's a really, really beautiful thing, to have that knowledge. Yeah, so many people don't have that. And I feel for them. And not just because I think they're going to burn in hell or whatever. That's a scare tactic. It is. And it's not because it's not real. It's because there are so many better cases I could make for believing in God than you're going to burn in hell if you don't. I think that people need to retire that. Because for one, it's not convincing people that do things that will land them in hell. Okay? If you tell somebody that, like, for example, if you tell somebody in the LGBT community that, you're pissing off God and you're doing unlawful things, they're gonna laugh at you. You're not gonna, like, save souls that way. And if the culture is going along with that, then people that aren't even gay, but just people that go along with the culture, are going to be like, you're stupid. And they're less likely to even look into what you're talking about. So that's why I'm not in favor of that tactic. Because I don't think it's very successful. But it does work for some people, though. It puts them in a state of fear, which leads them to the church pew. But they're still not there for the right reason, though. So they're not there because they believe that God is love and they want to work for God because they really believe that. They're there because they're afraid they're going to be punished if they don't believe that. So it's in vain. That's why it doesn't make any sense to me. But yeah, I don't think that people really care about that, like whatever they say. Because if they did, they would notice that they're not doing what they hope to do. Sorry, I'm a little lightheaded right now. Like, I was supposed to work, like, all day today on my day off. And my manager's mad at me right now because, like, I threw up in the trash can. I'm like, I'm not making that shit up, If you want to check out my vomit, you can check out my vomit. But then he had to act like I was like doing it on purpose or some shit, you know? He said, sorry I depend on you. Like, I'm sorry you act like a woman, dude. I'm sorry that you gotta make this all about you. I didn't want to throw up in the trash can if it makes you feel any better. You know, I would much prefer not to throw up in the trash can. Not that I prefer to throw up anywhere else, but I just prefer not to be thrown up. But I actually think that it's because of the fact that, you know, I've been fasting from all these products for like the past month and a half, and I got so excited about the opportunity to eat olive oil that I had way too much bruschetta and, what was it? Pesto, yeah. I had bruschetta, I had pesto, I had olive oil. I was so fucking excited. I had so much shrimp, and I don't think I'm getting sick because of the ribeye that I ate last night. I'm getting sick because of the olive oil. 'Cause that was what was in the trash can. I noticed because I examined everything. But yeah, he's mad about it. That's dumb. It's not even busy. That's another thing. Like, because it snowed for like a minute, there's hardly any business. So I don't know what he's fretting about. Once again, everybody's a woman. That's a result of technology. Technology has infantilized people. So now things that wouldn't have been a big deal 20 years ago are suddenly a big deal. And I mean, that's always the case, you know? Like the stuff that we're used to, you know, like driving down a road that's paved with all these motor vehicles on it. You know, we're so used to seeing that. We're so used to seeing, you know, light fixtures in the streets and shopping malls and Boost Mobiles. You know, like, that's just something that people are so accustomed to seeing on the side of the road. Like, that's the system that we're all used to. That's the system that we've grown up with. So it's like I can understand why people are so dependent on the phones, because that's like what they're used to seeing all the time, you know? You will never not see this unless you go to like Amish country, right? Where yours truly belongs. Oh man, I feel like shit though.